They unleashed their war beasts on human colonies. Turns out we engineered them. Prologue. The warning. Across the galaxy, humans were considered dangerous. Yes, but nothing prepared anyone for this. Not the Council, not the neighboring empires, not even the scientists who had once studied humanity's military programs. Rumors had spread, strange plagues, mysterious disappearances, whispers of engineered creatures lurking in remote colonies. Until, one day, the truth arrived in the form of fleets dropping war beasts on human settlements. And those fleets had a nasty surprise waiting for them. Chapter 1. The Attack. The first report came from the colony of Vera 9. Sensors detected massive bioorganisms, some 10 meters tall, armored like living tanks, tearing through human defensive lines. Colonists ran for cover, but even the automated turrets could not stop the creatures. The attackers were smug. Their communications relayed amusement. "Your pets will fail you," the commander sneered. "You cannot survive the alpha packs we unleashed." But the humans didn't panic. They didn't flee. Instead, they smiled. At least, that's what the surviving scouts reported, human soldiers calmly organizing evacuation zones, herding civilians, and giving clear orders as if they had expected exactly this. Chapter 2. The Counterstrike. By the second wave, other colonies were under siege. The Council debated, fleets scrambled, and alien populations panicked. But Mara, now a high-ranking human engineer, smiled grimly as she inspected the incoming war beasts' biosignatures. "They think these creatures are natural," she said, tapping her tablet. "They're not." Her team had worked decades ago, before the colonization efforts, engineering the very DNA lines now rampaging. Carefully bred, calibrated for resilience, obedience, and adaptability. In other words, engineered for humans. She deployed response teams not only with weapons, but with neural interface controls. With a few commands, the war beasts halted mid-attack. Confusion rippled through the alien fleets. And then Mara pressed a hidden sequence. Chapter 3. The Reveal. The war beasts, once unleashed, suddenly stopped attacking humans and turned on the alien soldiers. They remembered their original training. The beasts had been designed with one rule: protect humanity at all costs. The Council and neighboring empires watched in horror. Creatures meant to annihilate human colonies now annihilated their masters' troops instead. Armored legs smashed fleets, armored tails ripped through command ships, jaws designed to crush reinforced steel now tore alien vessels apart. Every human colony under siege was suddenly safe. Not one casualty among the defenders. The humans moved like conductors, orchestrating their engineered forces with precision. Chapter 4. The Shock. News spread across the galaxy. Analysts scrambled to verify the biosignatures. Historians pored over leaked archives. The verdict: humanity had engineered the very war beasts used against them. They had anticipated betrayal, invasion, and calculated it all decades in advance. No species in recorded history has ever shown such foresight, whispered a Hydran delegate. Not even the Zythera. Even the Council, which prided itself on impartiality, felt a tremor of unease. Humanity's peaceful colonists were not naive or weak. They were predators hiding behind the facade of civility. Chapter 5. The Counterattack. When the attackers realized the truth, panic ensued. Fleets attempted retreat, only to be blocked by the same engineered beasts now turning the battlefield into a trap. Ships found themselves ensnared in armored appendages. Boarding parties never reached the human colonists. Humans didn't need to engage directly. Their creations did the work for them. And yet, when humans intervened personally, they moved with terrifying calm. Mara led a boarding crew into an enemy flagship, disarming weapons, securing prisoners, all without shedding a drop of unnecessary blood. By the end of the week, The so-called invaders had suffered catastrophic losses. Entire squadrons that had laughed at human fragility were annihilated, while humans and their colonies emerged virtually unscathed. Chapter 6: The Realization. The galaxy learned a harsh truth that week. Humans did not need brute strength to dominate, they needed intelligence, foresight, and the ability to manipulate biological systems with surgical precision. And yet, there was something more terrifying. The humans did not rejoice. They did not gloat. They simply rebuilt, tending to wounded allies, repairing colonies, and continuing their mission of expansion and survival. "It's worse than mere predation," muttered an alien officer, watching Mara train another wave of beasts. "It's strategy married to foresight, with perfect obedience." The war beasts were deadly, yes. But the humans behind them were the real apex predators. Chapter 7: The Aftermath. The Council convened emergency sessions to discuss containment or retaliation. Every motion failed. Humanity had not broken a single law. They had only survived, defended themselves, and executed a flawless countermeasure. Attempts to sanction or quarantine them were met with a quiet, chilling statement. "We anticipated your hesitation," Mara said in the council chamber. "But we do not seek war. We only ensure our survival and the safety of those under our protection." The galaxy understood, reluctantly, that no force could separate humans from their engineered forces. Any attempt would trigger the kind of calculated destruction no other species could survive. Epilogue: The Warning. Decades later, historians still recounted the incident, the war beasts unleashed against human colonies. They emphasized 2 points. Humanity was clever, adaptable, and relentless in protecting its own. The war beasts, terrifying as they were only the beginning. Humanity itself was the apex predator, hidden behind a mask of civility. And as new colonies were founded across the stars, every species learned the same lesson: underestimate humans at your peril. For they engineered their way out of extinction, and they never forgot who threatened them first.